I'm Laura.
And I'm Megan.
And welcome to Off the Side Chain, where we tell you about the science of everyday life.
Today, we're talking about the science of Dr. David Hu, a prominent scientist who runs the lab of biolocomotion at Georgia Tech.
His lab studies the physics of animal movement, like how a group of ants have liquid-like properties, how insects can propel themselves across water, and how frog tongues are optimized to catch bugs.
This stuff is really cool, but not everyone thinks it's worth spending time and money on. In 2016, Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona published a report called 20 Questions, where he called out 20 science projects that he felt wasted government funds, 3 of which came out of Dr. Hu's lab.
Our favorite of his studies was one looking at how wet dogs dry off. Senator Flake implied that since humans don't shake dry, it's a useless study. But we think there's more to the story than that.
So, we're gonna go play with some puppies to find out.
This is Huck! Can we spray some water on you? Yeah? Yeah, good. Let's go. So the study found that dog shaking is highly efficient at getting water off. It gets 70% of water off in a fraction of the second. So we're gonna test that out on Huck now. Water? So the reason that this works is because dogs have such loose skin, so it can whip around their bodies and send water flying off. Right? Right? Look how loose your skin is. Oh boy.
They used high-speed videography and fur particle tracking to record the dog's shaking motion. Imagine that you are looking at the dog head on. The dog's spine can move 30 degrees to the side when it shakes. However, its loose skin moves an additional 60 degrees. This means that the fur on a dog's spine rotates a full 90 degrees on each side of its body as it shakes. Now we know from the laws of angular momentum that because the loose skin allows the fur to move 3 times farther than it would if it were tight, like on a human, the fur actually moves 9 times faster. This means the water is flying off the dog with dramatically increased force and speed.
In the study, they looked at more than just dogs. They looked at 17 animal species, like bears, pigs, and sheep. They found that the frequency of their shaking was tuned to the animal's size, so they can all shake off water with the same force.
So, we're gonna try it on Luna, this cat. Right, Luna, you ready to get dumped? No? Okay. Wow, how cool is it that I've seen dogs shake thousands of times and never thought about the science behind it?
Yeah, and understanding how this works could lead to future applications, like improving the efficiency of washers and dryers, or building self-cleaning and self-drying robots.
Imagine if the Mars rover could dust itself off.
Another reason this work is worth funding is that Dr. Hu uses a lot of it to build educational modules to teach high schoolers and undergrads science and engineering.
So we want to keep the conversation open about how basic science studies like this one really can make a difference in the world. Let us know what you think in the comments.
And remember,
basic science is off the side chain.
Off the side chain?
Off the side chain.
Off the side chain.
Off the side chain.
Off the side chain.
Basic science is off the side chain, fool.